Hey guys, Ray from Philly here on this Sunday, September 15th, 2019. And there's a couple things I want to go over today. First, I'm going to do a recap of the Philly Show this weekend. Was the Philly Show Friday the 13th, yesterday and today. I went Friday the 13th, and yesterday was just really beat to go for a third day in a row. But I had an outstanding time. Didn't take any video there, but got a chance to hang out with a lot of YouTubers there, and there's a couple pictures at the end of this video that you guys can check out. I just want to give some shout outs to the guys I hung out with. Friday night I got a chance to meet for the first time Scott, Wildcat 72 Cardboard, and all these guys are going to mention, their links are going to be down below, so you have to check him out. Scott's a great guy. Got a chance to meet him for the first time. He's got a great collection. Didn't get a chance to meet up with him yesterday. I got there a little late. Scott must have been gone by the time I got there. Hopefully I'll get to catch him again in December, and we'll do a video collab. That should be fun. Let me make sure my mic is hooked up. And that was Friday. Then I met a couple of YouTubers that came up to me that said they liked the channel. Esteban, thanks for watching the channel. Jeff Graziano from South Jersey. I appreciate you guys and your support for watching the channel. Then yesterday, I met up with Ed Wesker Griff, and I also bumped into Andrew from Nuff Said Cards and his son Jack. His son Jack is a great negotiator. I'm going to have to take him around to the show with me from now on. I mean, his son just picks up cards and negotiates and gets outstanding deals. He picked up my favorite player, as you can see, Michael Jack Schmidt. 1973 Topps PSA 6 for like $130, which is an absolute steal. And the thing was centered perfectly, looked better than a 6. So I'm sure they'll be doing a recap video of the cards he picked up. Great pickups by them. So Nuff Said Cards was there. And then I met for the first time Brian, B. Roth 6. It was great to meet up with Brian. Brian, as you know, is a Hank Greenberg super collector. Make sure you check his channel out. Brian, it was great hanging out with you. I had a blast this whole weekend. We hung out with a gentleman, Michael, from Robert Edward Auctions, and that was fun too. It was just a great learning experience. There's some things he showed me what to look for under a loop for certain cards, and just talking about the hobby and the future of the hobby just looks great. So it was just an overall outstanding weekend and a great show. At the end of this video, I'll show you some of the cool things I picked up. Didn't go crazy, didn't pick up any big ticket items. But just some fun things to pick up for my collection. The first thing I'm going to show you now is to talk about a PSA set registry. I'm going to show you some cards that I picked up raw at the Philly Show that I'm going to be submitting for this new set registry. I'm going to be sending these cards out to Miko. I'll probably be sending them out in the mail tomorrow to Mike, and I'm going to be going over these cards, and it's for a new set that fellow YouTuber Mike, This Baseball Card Life, his link is down below too. Mike was able to get this set. If you guys remember, this Beckett magazine came out, I think, in January of this year with Mattingly on the front, doing the top 80 of the 80s. Here it is, right here, ranks the top 80 of the 80s by who else? Mike Payne, who does my #1 set, the 300 Great Baseball Cards set by Mike Payne. And I tried to get this set launched in February to no avail. Mike, thank God, was able to get the set approved, and it was launched about a week or two ago. So now I'm in that set, Mike's in that set, and it was the top 80 of the 80s. They expanded it to the top 100, and it's by Mike Payne. So a lot of these cards, I think I have about 37 cards of the 100 so far. And a lot of the cards I bought raw over the weekend, because a lot of the cards from the 80s, it kind of doesn't make sense for me to buy these cards graded for even a 9 or a 10 or even an 8. They're really expensive. They're $50 or higher. And a lot of those cards raw you can find literally in dollar boxes. And that's what I did this weekend. So I picked up 10 cards for $20. 9 of the 10 were $1 each, and there was one card that I'll show you that was $10. So really it was $19. I picked up 10 cards for $19. And I just had a blast, and I tried my best to go through the cards with a fine-tooth comb and pick out cards that I feel that could get at least 8s on them. Who knows? They might get 7s. I don't really know. But I tried my best to look at the centering on the cards, to look at the edges, and to look at the corners. And you know, they're not going to get 10s, but if I can get 9s or even 8s on these cards, I'll be thrilled. So I'm going to go over my PSA pre-submission cards that I'm going to be sending in, and I'll even make a little prediction on them and trying to compare when I get them back. And these cards I'll be shipping out to Miko probably tomorrow. And then after I show you those cards, we'll go over some of the stuff that I picked up at the show. So hold on. Okay, and I'm back. So again, I'm going to go over, it's for this brand new set registry, the top 80 of the 80s. Well, it's the top 100 by none other than Mr. Mike Payne. And I think I've gone over the cards in this set real quick. I don't want to waste too much time on that. Where's the ranking here? Here they are. Starting from 80, because this only showed the 80, and it gives a little description under each card. And there's some great cards in here. But a lot of these cards, you know, graded, all graded cards are expensive, but a lot of these cards raw, like for example that Jeffries card, if you can find a nice one raw, is probably $1. You know, Eric Davis, the same thing. There's just a lot of these cards that are, you know, relatively cheap raw, and you want to roll the dice. I say go for it and take the chance and get it submitted. And if you can have a decent eye and think that it might come back at least an 8, well, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you the cards that I bought raw from the Philly show that I'm going to be submitting, that is going to be a part of that set. So hold on here. First one is this 81 Topps Kirk Gibson rookie. And yep, I did buy it for $3. Actually, no, it was $2. Talked him down. And this card is really tough to get centered. I don't think there's any 10s out there. 9s are going for about $50, $60. 8s are going for about $15. Originally had it for 8. Then he lowered it to 3. I got it for 2. I'm looking at this like a fine-tooth comb. It looks like it'll probably get an 8. I mean, the corners are relatively sharp. We'll see. Next up, I picked up this really awesome. So my prediction on the Gibson is going to be as an 8. This one looks like it's a 9, maybe a 10 for the 85 Topps Doc Gooden card. This card is super duper clean. So we'll see what that gets. I'm predicting a 9 on that. The 83 Topps Traded Darryl Strawberry rookie. I think this has a chance at a 10. And it's the Topps Traded. But at worst a 9, which I'd be thrilled. And this was the most expensive card I picked up, was the 84 Topps Traded Doc Gooden. And this is really clean. The corners, I think, are really sharp. I took them out. And that's not the price tag, but that was the price tag. This was the most expensive card I bought for $10. And I'm going to say 9 on this. Here's one, the 86 Donruss, the rookies, Bo Jackson. I'm going to predict a 9 on this, but green border cards or any dark color boards, they look at any chipping, and I really don't see any on here. And I'm going to predict on this a 9. Next up, I picked up the 80, is this 81 or 82? I keep forgetting. 81 Fleer Fernand Valenzuela. As you can see, it doesn't say Fernando, it's Fernand. And this is really clean. I think it could get a 9, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets an 8. And there's, you know, the centering. He had a bunch of these. The centering were way off. This was his best centered one. And I'm saying an 8 or a 9. I'll just play on the low side on this and say an 8. Here's an 84 Fleer. Is this the update? No. 84 Fleer Darryl Strawberry. It might be a little off center, so I'm going to say an 8 on this. 87 Donruss Barry Larkin rookie. Yep, this was $1, and this is really clean. I'm going to say 9 on that one. This card has been going up. 86 Topps traded Bo Jackson. This card in the Gem Mint 10 is over $100 now, roughly around 120 to 140 range. And I don't think this will get a 10. I've looked at this closely, and there is some slight white chipping along that border there, that edge. So I'm not sure if it'll even get a 9. I'm going to say play it safe and say an 8 on this. And this card's really cool too. This is the Diamond Kings. I think it's 1982 Donruss Diamond Kings of Pete Rose, and this was the first year that you saw Diamond Kings. And the card number 1 on this set is Pete Rose for the Diamond Kings set. So I think it's a slightly off-centered card. I might not submit this because this card in the Gem Mint 10 is about $30, so I might just buy it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to still submit this, but if I did, the edges are sharp and the corners are sharp, but it's slightly off-center, I would predict an 8, but I'm not sure if I'm submitting that. And that's it for the 80s cards. I'm going to show you some other cards that I'm going to be submitting to Mike O that I already had of current players. Here's the 2017 Topps Update Bat Swinging Cody Bellinger. I'm hoping for a 10 on this. We shall see. Last year's Topps Living, Ronald Acuna. They go by that black bottom there, and there's no white chipping that I can see, so 9 or 10. I got the 2017 Topps Chrome Refractor Josh Bell, 9 or 10, I'm saying on that. And then I got the 2008 Topps Heritage Clayton Kershaw rookie. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 10 on that. 2017 Topps Chrome Ronald Acuna rookie. Chrome's pretty easy to get 10, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say 10. And then this is the 2017 Topps Update rookie debut of Cody Bellinger. 9 or 10 on that. So those are all the cards that I'm submitting. Like half of these, more than half of these are for the 80s. Top 80 of the 80s by Mike Payne set. That's this card right here. I mean this book right here, this set registry. So wish me luck on that. They'll be out in the mail tomorrow. And now I'm going to show you some pickups that I picked up at the show. First off was an autograph card. This is 2014 Panini autograph card of Jim Palmer. And I paid $8 for this. So it just goes to show you that not all Hall of Famer autograph cards are a lot of money. You can, and this was in a bargain box. And this guy had about 10 of these cards, the same card company, the same year Panini Hall of Fame autograph cards. And he had Tom Glavine for 20. This was 8. He had Don Sutton for 8. He had Pat Gillick for 6. He had Goose Gossage for 6. He had Billy Williams for 6, and he had Luis Aparicio for 6. I mean, if I had the extra money, I would have bought them all. Probably would have got them all for $40, $50. I would have had 8 autographed Hall of Famer cards. But I'm sure this guy will still be there in December, and I'll probably pick up more of them. And it's a pretty cool card. Like I said, it's 2014 Panini. I think it's induction class of Hall of Fame autograph card. Pretty cool card. And last but not least, I picked up a card from my Hank Aaron Basic Set Registry, and it's a 1965 Topps Hank Aaron card in a PSA 4 in a new holder, and really doesn't look like a 4. I mean, there's a dinged corner over here, but I'm okay with that. 65, this is what a baseball card should look like. I mean, this is just a beautiful look in 65. And he had a 63 and a VG3. But I just thought maybe it was just maybe a little too low in the grade. And you won't believe what I paid for this. I paid $20 for this card. He was asking $35, and even that I thought was a good price. But I worked him down to pay only $20 for this. So I was thrilled to get this card for $20. All right, so there you have it. Just going to go over the other pickup here is the Jim Palmer autograph. Let me move the phone over. And then I got this stack here for the top 80 of the 80s PSA set registry. And send them off tomorrow. Wish me luck. All right, guys, I appreciate all your likes and comments. Don't forget to check out Wildcat 72 cardboard, Nuff Set cards, B. Roth 6, Wesker Griff. Thanks to everyone who hung out with me this weekend. I really appreciate it. It was a great time. Can't wait for December to go again. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, have fun with the hobby. See you guys real soon. Bye-bye.